Before we begin the video, if you haven't yet, come on down and join my Discord server. Link is down in the description. Hello guys, welcome back for a brand new Seabound video. In this one, we're discussing the character change of Nia's mother, Maya. The first and, I guess, previous time we saw her was Season 7, Hands of Time. It's been 7 seasons, or no, actually 8 seasons, math skills, and 4 years in real life, and a lot about this character has changed. And so it's kind of drawn a bit of criticism, I guess, about this character, how she is so different in this season than she was in Season 7. So I kind of just want to talk about it, I guess, because I feel like it's a blend of good writing and bad writing. And to start, we have to go back to Season 7. Yeah, as for my personal opinion, I didn't really like them in Season 7. I felt they were both, especially Maya, very boring, and especially a lot of their lines. It's Season 7, so their lines really weren't the best. But opinions aside, I think we have to establish that the Rey and Maya we see in this season aren't really the real Rey and Maya. They have been captive for several decades. I mean, obviously that takes a toll on you. Also, they are in the middle of a conflict. Their son thinks they're murderers. That is a pretty serious accusation. They take it seriously and explain themselves. And from there, they are pretty much brought into the conflict in episode 73. In 74, they are separated from Nia and Kai. So in this season, aside from this scene in episode 72, they don't really get to spend time or interact with Kai and Nia too much. So my takeaway here is in Season 7, these characters are very serious. They are affected by the current circumstances. At this point in time, they are worried about making sure Kai and Nia don't get killed by the Hands of Time, teaching them how to do the Fusion Dragon, but they're not really concerned about learning to be parents again. That doesn't come yet. And so we don't really get to see the real them. And yeah, 8 seasons pass before we see them again. It is during this period of time in which they change. And yes, it does happen off screen, but I have to say it's pretty realistic, I think, their transformation. Suddenly they are normal humans again. They are free. They can live the life they want to without any sort of restriction. I think that, you know, in this time of peace, without having to worry about conflict, they are able to become more laid back. They've already dealt with, you know, meeting back up with Kai and Nia again after all of these years. So by the time we see them in Seabound, it's totally different. You know, in Season 7, when we saw the 4 of them together, it was this tense confrontation about their history. But in season 15, it's them sitting on a couch, having sandwiches and playing video games. So basically like a normal family. You can see how different this is. Rey's change, I feel, is pretty self-explanatory, but Maya's is more complex because after all, she is more of a main character. She does not know how to be a parent. She wants to be the parent to Nia that she was never able to be. And even though she isn't the best parent, I love that she's already better than Misako ever was, which is, yeah, pretty funny. Anyways, though, Maya comes off as very caring, but it feels like she doesn't really know how to communicate properly to Nia. She basically tells her that her form sucks. And also, she doesn't really respect boundaries. She's not really able to understand that Nia kind of wants to be independent. She doesn't know Nia well either, which Kai mentions. And so she ends up waking up Nia at 6 a.m. So yeah, she doesn't really respect Nia's boundaries. So yes, that's my mini analysis. I feel like Maya's change is largely because of 2 reasons. Number one, a lot of time has passed between Season 7 and 15, so she's probably become a lot more laid back, and I guess not as serious as she was before. Secondly, she wants to be a good parent. She has never really had the opportunity to be the parent to Kai and Nia because she was abducted, and Nia clearly doesn't seem to want Rey and Maya. It's not that she doesn't love them, but Kai says that they're not very close. She's very independent, but in this season, she needs them. She needs Maya because she has a problem with her powers. So when Maya's absolutely needed, she wants to do her best job. So that's why she has changed so much. And that's why in this season, she is trying really hard to be invested in Nia and her needs. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone and everyone you know. Let me know what you guys thought of Maya's change down below, and I'll see you next time.